Anita Maxween. This is the watch that you should go out and buy right after you're done watching this video. In my hands, I am holding the Casio AE1200, and this is known as the Casio World Time, or some people call it the Casio Royale. And it is, in my opinion, the best watch for $30 money can buy. And this is why you should go buy it right now. So I bought this watch off Amazon. The retail price of this watch is about like $40, $42, but on Amazon right now, and I'm guessing still right now, you can get it for $30. And with shipping everything, I paid $33 for this watch. And what do you get for $33? You get a Casio watch with a world time function that'll tell you the time in various time zones throughout the entirety of the world. It also has 5 independently adjustable alarms, a countdown timer, and a stopwatch. If you wanted all those things in a mechanical watch, which I don't even know if exists, you would need to be looking at something along the lines of like a Patek, like grand complication, like ultra grand complication Patek. That would cost you upwards of close to $1 million if you wanted this mechanically. This Casio is $30. So last week, me and my friend, we went to see a movie, and it was a movie called Dream Scenario. What's his name? In the movie, a man named Paul, played by Nicolas Cage, wears this watch in the movie. He is a professor at a college, and he keeps appearing in everyone's dreams. The movie was actually really good, and I recommend it. It was like funny and entertaining, but it also like kind of made you think a little bit. It was a really good movie. But in the movie, he was wearing this watch, and it just made me want to go out and get it. So the next morning, I ordered on Amazon this watch, and it came that same exact day. And for $30, I'm not necessarily blown away, but I think that $30 for this watch is kind of like, you should just go buy it. Not only was this watch worn in this movie specifically, but it has been featured in various movies and TV shows. To name a few people that have worn this watch: Casey Neistat, Kevin Hart in the movie Jumanji, Pedro Pascal in the movie Triple Frontier. And then there's some other random ones that I haven't even seen, but if you just Google like Casio AE1200 movies, you can see a plethora of different movies that this watch has been featured in. And it's no surprise that people want to wear this watch, because for $30, it's kind of nuts. So specifically what you get in this watch, the case size is I think 39.5 millimeters. And I'd say it wears like a 39.5 to a 40. It wears pretty true to size. It comes with an awful yet okay bracelet. You get a stamped clasp with a double push button release on the clasp, and it's signed with the Casio logo. And then you get all the various functions that I told you about. But on the display itself, you get in the top left corner, you have an analog time. So you can see if it were a regular analog watch, what the time would kind of look like, where the hands would be. On the top right, it'll tell you if there's an alarm set and all the various other things. Underneath that, you have the world map. And as you press the button and navigate through that, that'll show you which time zone you're in and what the time is in that part of the world. And then the bottom display will tell you the day, the date, the month, and then of course the time, and then if it's AM and PM. You have 4 pushers, or 4 buttons, 2 on each side, each doing different things, being mode, adjust, light, and search. The light that comes on it shines an amber yellow color, and it is not the best light on a Casio watch I've seen, but it is workable and it works. The bracelet I want to specifically talk about for a second. It is awful to size to your wrist. Casio uses like a folded kind of metal system where you pop out this little pin and then the bracelet kind of comes apart. But on the pin closest to where the clasp meets the bracelet, I kid you not, I had to go into the garage and grab pliers and a hammer just to get out that last little pin to get it sized to my wrist. And I thought maybe that this was just like a crazy, maybe this just happened to me. So I go online and I look, and I also ask one of my friends who just barely bought the watch like a day after I did. He had the same exact issue on the exact same part of the bracelet. So when you buy this watch, be expecting to use quite a few tools to get it sized to your wrist. But once you get it sized to your wrist, it feels really lightweight and cheap, but this watch is really cheap. And so to me, I think it works and it fits the watch great. The bracelet, in terms of finishing, it's entirely brushed. And then when it meets the case is like a plastic or like maybe a resin. It's not made of steel or any kind of metal. And then the crystal, I'm guessing, is just a mineral crystal. When I was getting the bracelet sized to my wrist, I scratched the crystal on my desk. So it's obviously not sapphire or anything like great. But again, $30. They make this watch in a few different colors and bracelet options. You have the one that I have, which is the Bracelet in the silver kind of case. They make an all entirely black resin case and bracelet. And then I've also seen they have like a green case with a black brace strap thing, and then a bronze looking case with a black strap. And then I think I also saw maybe a silver with like a navy blue kind of dial thing. But another thing that's really cool about this watch is there's an entire modding community for these watches where you can mod the colors of different parts and just different case options and stuff like that. If you just look up like Casio AE1200 mods, you'll find a whole different world out there of just a fan base dedicated to this watch. And it is for those reasons that you should now stop watching this video, go onto Amazon, go to your local Walmart, go to your local wherever they sell Casio, and just buy one of these watches just to have, because they are an awesome watch for $30. Today on my wrist, I'm wearing my Tudor Black Bay Pro on a yellow spring-made NATO strap. I might make an entire video on this strap, but essentially it's a NATO strap with on-the-fly micro-adjusting is essentially how kind of the closure works. It's a phenomenal NATO strap. I'm not sponsored by them. I genuinely love this strap and I want to get more colors. I have it paired with the Black Bay Pro in this yellow colorway because I think it matches this watch perfectly. And I love this setup. Comment down below what you are wearing. I'm just curious to see what you guys are wearing today. And go buy yourself a Casio. And tell me if you love it, if you hate it. Is it worth $30? Because to me, this watch is phenomenal for $30. Thanks for watching.